A lot of times you're going to have to force yourself to do the thing that you don't want to do. But when you force yourself to do it, it gets easier and you actually get the results that you want. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, hello, my name is Jasmine and I'm so glad to have you. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about things that I do when I just don't personally feel like doing something towards my business or towards weight loss or anything like that. I have been a full-time entrepreneur for 6 years. I started during COVID, and even though entrepreneurship is by far the best thing I ever did for myself, I would be sitting here lying to you if I didn't tell you that I didn't always feel like creating content, okay? Actually, more often than not, I don't always feel like making content. I don't always feel like going live. And it's not because I hate it. It's not because I'm dreading it. It's just because I'd rather be outside. It's springtime, it's summertime. You guys know I love to walk. There's always going to be something that you would rather do, but you have to force yourself to do it. And the more you force yourself to do something, the easier it gets to do it, even when you don't feel like doing it. See, it amazes me how you'll force yourself to go to work. Let's be real. If you're anything like how I used to be, I hated my 9 to 5. Like I absolutely hated it. I was there for 6 years, and you guys know I was miserable there. Every single day I had to force myself to go. A lot of people hate their job. Honestly, I've never met someone who loves their job. I know there are people out there who are truly fulfilled in their work. Doctors, maybe police officers. There are some teachers who really love what they do. I've just personally never met anyone like that. All of the friends that I had, all of my family members, they all hated their job, okay? You're forcing yourself to go to work every single day, but you still make it there. You still make sure you get up on time. You still make sure that you clock in on time. You work your full 8 hours, and then you repeat the cycle again the next day. So it amazes me how you can force yourself to do that, but when it comes to creating your content, when it comes to losing weight, that's where you check out. And that's crazy because these things that you're checking out are the things that are for you. Yes, your job is for you in a sense that it'll pay your bills, it'll help you take care of your family. I'm not denying that, but you don't really want to be there. At least with the business that you claim you want, it's something that you actually want. At least when it comes to losing weight, it's something that's actually for you. Losing weight is going to help you have a better, higher quality life. But you can't force yourself to do it. It doesn't make sense. It sounds absolutely ridiculous when you break it down like that. And we all struggle with it, but I don't allow my not feeling like doing something keep me from doing it. I just do it. So on the days, for instance, like today is a really nice day. Of me recording this video, it's Saturday, it's like 82 degrees outside. Like, it looks so pretty outside, but here I am recording these videos. So one thing that I'll do when I don't feel like doing something is I still get up and I still follow through with my routine, okay? And I just go through the motions. I'm no longer at a stage in my journey where I'm negotiating whether or not I should do X, Y, and Z. I know I have to do it in order to get the results that I want. So a lot of times I'll just go through the motions. I'll still get up, brush my teeth, do my makeup, and I'll turn on the camera and I'll sit here, okay? I'll sit here and I will literally force myself to talk. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are some videos where I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, or I feel like that wasn't as powerful of a message as maybe my previous videos, and that's okay. I don't critique myself on that. I critique myself on the ability to show up even when I don't feel like it. And as long as I did those things, that's good enough for me, because I understand that the longer you sit trying to perfect something, the more time you actually waste. I have gotten to a point in my content creation journey where I absolutely refuse to overthink what I'm doing. I've done it for too long. I've been doing this for 6 years, okay? For a very long time, for years, I would sit there and overthink something, and it got me nowhere. It got me nowhere. It got me drained. It got me wasting time, and it got me not getting the results that I wanted. So now I am not afraid to just put something out. I'm not afraid. I do it every single day. There are plenty of videos that I make where I just put it out. I just put it out. I said, F it. I don't have the mental capacity to overthink anymore because I've been doing it for too long. And I've noticed that the videos that do very well, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, were always the videos where I gave the less F's about. The videos where I actually really tried to make something really good were the ones where only 5 people watched it. So I stopped overthinking years ago. Now, one thing I will do, even if I don't feel inspired to record these coaching videos, well, I'm not allowed to do anything else for 2 hours. So I can sit here and look at the camera and it's not recording. I can sit here and look out the window and watch other people walk by. I can sit and play on my phone, but I cannot move from this chair. And more often than not, I'll get inspired to record something. A thought will come to my head about something that I can record and then post. A lot of times, the forcing yourself to do it is really just that push that you need to actually stay consistent and get it done. And when you move like that, if you just go through the motions, even when you don't feel like it, you're going to get the results that you want, because it's always consistency over talent. There are so many talented people. I think everyone has a talent of some kind. But the problem is most people in their talent alone is not going to get them there. It's the consistency that's going to get you to those results. But if you refuse to be consistent, and if you refuse to force yourself to do something that's going to make you better, because we've already established the fact that you can force yourself to go to work. You know how to do that, but you refuse to force yourself to do the things that's going to propel you forward towards the life that you want. Make it make sense. But it's the consistency that gets you there. And most people are just not willing to force themselves to do the thing. They'll watch more YouTube videos on the thing, right? I'm sure you've watched countless videos on how to start an online business, how to use ChatGPT, how to monetize your YouTube channel, how to create a digital product. You've probably watched countless videos about the how-to, but you refuse to just force yourself to do it. And that's exactly why you're still on square one, which is the watching square. And a lot of people stay there their entire life because they just refuse to just force themselves to do it. They refuse to let go of the overthinking. They refuse to let go of the perfectionism. A lot of people still go off of the mood and not the plan. And the same thing applies to weight loss. I told you guys in a previous video, weight loss was by far the hardest thing I ever did in my entire life. Okay, entrepreneurship is extremely hard, but weight loss, way harder. Way harder, okay? And I'm not gonna sit here and gaslight you. There were plenty of times where I didn't feel like going to the gym, even though I love to lift weights. I love lifting weights. I love it, I love it, I love it. But I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that there were plenty of times I didn't feel like going. And I still forced myself to go. I would say, okay, well, I gotta be in here for 30 minutes, so what you want to do? Let's knock out a few bicep curls, add a 15-pound dumbbell. That's relatively light for me, and we'll just do that for 3 sets. And then after you start getting into the motion of just doing it and kind of just bullshitting your way through it, you start to feel a little more activated. You start to feel a little bit more inspired, even if it's just a little bit. And then you kind of just go hard. And then you look at the clock, you're like, oh, wow, well, 15 minutes have already gone by. I said I had to stay in here for 30 minutes. So let me just knock out 15 more minutes because it's going to go so fast, right? And then the next thing you know, you knock out a whole day doing the thing that you said you were going to do. Whereas someone else who refuses to force themselves to do that thing, they didn't do it at all. And they're just watching and wishing, praying and manifesting and getting absolutely nothing done. So no, you're not always going to feel like it. This is where the discipline comes in. This is how it's built. This is how it's built, by just forcing yourself to do it. We're grown women on this channel. You're grown, I'm grown, we're grown. I don't know what part of adulthood lied to you and told you that as adults, you get to walk through life feeling like doing something. Do you feel like paying your rent? No. Who really wants to see $2,000 come out of their checking account? Nobody. You don't feel like paying the light bill, but you know exactly what happens when you don't. You're going to get that eviction notice on that door. Them lights going to get cut off. Do you feel like dealing with that? No. So you pay the bill. You just force yourself to pay the bill. Well, same thing applies to whatever goal you have. You may not feel like losing weight, but you know what happens if you don't. You're going to get fatter and fatter and fatter. Your quality of life is going to go down. You're going to continue to dislike how you look. You're going to continue to feel depressed and anxious and sad. And it's going to be a never-ending loop. You're going to decrease your lifetime on this earth. That's what you're doing, right? Let's not deny it. So which one would you rather? Which one would you rather? Exactly. You may not always feel like creating content, but you know exactly what's going to happen if you don't. What's going to happen is you're going to let a whole nother year go by of talking about this content that you still haven't created. You got 1 year older. You haven't done anything different than what you did last year. And then you're sitting there feeling sad and depressed about yourself because you just refuse to just get started. The cycle never ends. It starts with you. No, you will not always feel like doing it. And yes, there are going to be plenty of times where you have to just force yourself to do the thing. But I promise you, the more you force yourself to do it, the more easier it becomes, the more disciplined you get, and the faster you get to those results that you claim you wanted so badly. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to read what you guys have to say. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and join the Patreon. The link is down below in my description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.